My name is Steve Stevens, the best sports consultant money can buy. I make more money betting sports than anybody in the world. I'm the one that tells you who to bet. I'm not a bookie, I'm the Bookie Killer.
If money talks, then I got a lot to say. I'm on the grind trying to make $100,000 a day. With game that I pick, believe me, it's a winner. What I know could get you rich, cause all I pick is winners. Welcome to Las Vegas. Money talks, money talks. Welcome to Las Vegas.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're tuned into the VIP Sports Podcast. I'm Darren Otero, a.k.a. Steve Stevens, the Bookie Killer. Sitting here with my co-host, the Big Skipper. They call him the chiropractor in the streets because he's known to straighten you out one way or another. Good morning, Skip.
Top of the morning to you, sir.
Feeling fantastic. As you know, the weather out here has been absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, around the country, the weather's been frightening. The weather out here is frightening.
Yes, it is. It's a little chilly in certain parts of the area right now, isn't it? What about back home? What's going on over there?
It's cold. They're expecting 3 to 8 inches, I believe. My brother said. I know they got some snow in Mississippi yesterday. Talking to one of my clients out there, he said, "Goddamn, Skip, it goddamn snowed out here." As I was reading his credit card numbers to him, so he could enter the information in on our website to make his commission payment.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Shout out to my man Blake. What's up?
Absolutely. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, coming live and direct from our state-of-the-art studio over here at VIP Sports headquarters. As you know, the studio sponsored by our boys over there at BetQL, our good boys over there at BetQL. It's November 15th, 2018. Podcast 192.
Where in the hell does time go? 2018 is almost over, Steve.
It sure as hell is, guys. It goes quick. Like I said, the ages, you get older and bolder. You don't want to go your entire life grinding. Don't you want to quit a little early? I mean, Skip's made it very clear. You got about another, what, 4 years at the most, and you're done.
Years or months?
Years. You constantly talk about you want to retire.
Woo.
A lot of people out there don't realize you grind so hard, you grind every day, you grind your whole life away. Then you look back and was like, fuck, I did nothing but work, worried about making money.
Mm-hmm.
Now I got this big stack of money and I'm dying in 3 months and I really didn't do shit.
Yeah, well, I don't have a problem with that. That's for damn sure. I mean,
me neither, dude.
I enjoy every dollar I make, and so does my family.
Are you one of those guys that work to live or live to work?
No,
I work to live.
I live.
You work to live. You don't wake up living to work.
No, fuck no.
No, I'm the same way. I work to live.
Well, it's like the song goes. You're a slave to money and then you die.
Oh, I thought you were thinking of hoes and clothes.
Yeah, that one too.
You know what I mean? Well, and then you die. Life's
a
a bitch and then you die. That's why we get high, because you never know when you're going to go, right?
Hey, listen, I'm blessed. I've always said I'm not going to be that guy that works in a factory for 42 years.
Yeah, I agree.
And then have them close the fuck down and steal my pension.
And die of asbestos 4 years later.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
and die in a fucking rocking chair because I can't breathe from asbestos.
Exactly.
Or some beryllium fucking poison or some bullshit. That just ain't me. God bless the people out there that do that.
Yeah.
I got nothing against them. I come from a blue-collar background. Listen, God bless you if that's what you're into, but that shit ain't happening to me, bro.
Well, the motto is treat yourself, don't cheat yourself.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? I mean, we play hard, we party hard, but we also live very, very good. You
no doubt. We have no problem living well.
That, like Skip said it many times, you can talk about this, you can talk about that. This guy's manicured from head to toe to the fullest extent. When's the last time you got your feet done, bud?
I'm almost due again.
What is that, like a monthly thing?
It's
or what?
once a month, brother.
I ain't gonna lie.
You know
Kelly
how
gets me in Red Rock Spa. I sit in there for about 3 hours. You know what I mean?
You know how women have their monthly fucking event?
Oh, fuck.
Right?
I do.
I mean, women go through their monthly event. I go through my monthly event. It's called a pedicure and a massage.
I love it.
I see the barber every 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ernesto. What up?
Absolutely.
And about every 25 to 28 days, just like a woman's period,
Oh. And I tell you what.
I'm out there getting my feet done and getting a massage. What the fuck's wrong with that?
You know, I wish to God that we actually would post the dinners that you have every night on the Instagram page, because I honestly don't know anybody, and I live a very fine life, dude. I don't know anybody that eats more 5-star meals than you do.
Well, listen.
Because if it's not the comp, it's probably only 20% comps, but it's the wife. You even got moms in town every now and then. It's just you eat 5-star every day.
Yeah, if it's not the wife or the mom preparing something phenomenal.
You're at a 5-star restaurant.
Well,
right?
yeah, I mean, I'm not eating at McDonald's every day. I mean, I know it might look like it, and people might think that, but
You literally eat the finest meals I've ever seen. We should start throwing a couple of your the reason why I say this, Skip sends me a dinner pic pretty much every night when we're talking, because like I said, life as sports consultants, we don't just see each other at the office. We're talking to each other from 7 in the morning till fucking sometimes at 4 in the morning when one of us tells us, bring me 10,000 right now, motherfucker, drunk.
Yeah, right.
For our clients, we do what we got to do. A lot of times the games don't win till 10, 11 o'clock at night, and we're constantly doing business, but he always sends me a picture of his meals. I'm going to throw a couple up on Instagram if you don't mind, just to blow people's fucking mind.
I don't have a problem with that at all. I mean, hey, some guys sent out dick pics. I sent out dinner pics.
Don't send me no fucking dick pic, that's for sure.
I'm sending out dinner pics.
I love it.
I do like to fuck with you and send you my meal.
Send me some,
I take a picture of my meal every night before I send it to before I eat it. I send it to you.
Yeah, and it is
just so you know what's up.
What was last night?
Oh fuck! Now you put me on the spot. Oh, last night we actually went out to the Green Valley Ranch.
Oh, did you? How was it?
Yeah, it was okay. I think I had prime rib, Brussels sprouts, and
You stay with some Brussels sprouts.
I like Brussels sprouts.
You
all
do.
right.
I've seen them on a lot of your dishes. What's the big bulb ones that?
Those are the Brussels sprouts.
The Brussels sprouts.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're like little cabbage or little
Yeah,
lettuce.
those aren't in my crib at all.
Well,
That's what I said. I'm like, we eat good. We got good stuff. But
somebody told me a long time ago you need green leafy vegetables, so I like to throw that in my diet.
I cook with marijuana, if that means anything. I keep my greens. You know what I mean? Them greens will keep you strong and healthy.
Speaking of that, we were talking about that show. I watch that show now.
Which one?
That Cooking with fucking Weed.
Oh yeah, it's the best show ever.
That dude's
you
nuts.
got the fucking the Iranian guy or whatever brings celebrities in and all they. How about the women that cook? They're pretty good looking too.
Oh my God.
The show's very appealing. The guy knows what he's doing.
That's a great show.
Nice mansion, nice house, nice food. The women look good. You add that to marijuana, you got a fucking hit.
Yeah, the guy's in a real nice accommodation out there somewhere in L.A.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And he's bringing in some, good-looking people. He always seems to have like 2 guys with him.
Yeah.
And like 4
it's
chicks.
a couple of his homies.
Yeah. And after they're done eating all that, infused, marijuana infused food that they're eating, they're turning the cameras off and having orgies.
Oh, dude, you could see their faces, how they start out all cleaned up and happy. At the end of the fucking show, they are high as a motherfucker.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they just start giving each other that look, like turn the cameras off, I want to get naked.
Correct. Not only that, however, the edibles, as you know, a lot of people can't handle the edibles. So during that 30-minute filming, it probably is okay. Those edibles kick in a couple hours later.
Yeah.
Sure, there's been a couple people sleeping on the couch over there as well.
I'm sure.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just tuned into our show, you don't know what the VIP Sports Podcast is all about. It's pretty much a spinoff of my sports betting show, Money Talks, on CNBC. We did the podcast for amateur sports bettors and experienced sports bettors. It's pretty much a sports betting show. Our job is to show you how to make more money betting sports than anywhere else or any else possible. We show you trends, we show you stats, we show you exactly the games that I'm betting myself. The show took you into my life of a guy that bets big and lives larger, and that's what we do here. We show you how to make money betting sports, and a lot of money at that. Huh, Skip?
Absolutely. And stay tuned because normally it's Christmas in December. You got the 12 days of Christmas.
That'll be here too, but before you know it.
We got a little promotion this week. It's called the 10 Days of Thanksgiving.
Oh.
And Steve's going to tell you about that in just a little bit. So stay tuned. The 10 Days of Thanksgiving are coming up, guys.
If you're watching or listening to the VIP Sports Podcast, you own a small business, you work at a company getting involved or want to get involved in this booming sports betting business industry, send us an email to advertising@vipsportslasvegas.com. We'll get back with you with all the details and how you can become a sponsor of our show. And like I said, ladies and gentlemen, for the 25, 30 people that just whether they didn't have enough money or whatever, that inquired, that wanted to be sponsors, we appreciate all your support. We help you, and if there's any way I can fit you in to this hour show, I would. But you guys got to understand, yes, Skip and I want the money, and yes, we'd like to make $200,000, but the next step is moving to a 3-hour show like Joe Rogan, and we're just not ready for that yet. We haven't even mastered getting a guest in every fucking week. So I don't know if it's just because we don't give a fuck or we do what we want to do, but it's we're taking our own sweet time. You know what I mean?
Well,
we're our own boss. Unlike these guys that work for ESPN, we work for ourselves.
it's great to be your own boss.
It really is. That's why I was laughing at you last week when you told me I was throwing you under the bus. I said, what bus? Your own fucking bus?
Boss up.
You're in charge of your own shit. Boss up.
Boss up and bus up.
Is exactly right.
Poppy, can you hear me? Okay.
Today's show, we're going to go over the VIP 5. We're going to do a little NHL and NBA against the spread. Inquiring minds want to know who's hitting right now. NFL against the spread. College football preview and college hoops golden nuggets, which we've been handing out here and there. And boy, are there some nuggets to be found in college basketball right now.
Oh, you're not lying.
We already had a winner this morning. Here it is, fucking noon. Already had an absolute blowout winner in college basketball this morning before the day even fucking starts.
Well, that's the beautiful thing about college basketball right now.
All day.
There's college basketball tournaments going on all day, every day for like the next 2 weeks throughout the holidays.
Yes, indeed.
And then they take like a week break, and then they start again through the Christmas holiday. It's college basketball bedlam right now. Non-conference tournaments almost all day, every day. In fact, 2 or 3 of those tournaments are going to be right here in Vegas just within the next 10 days. So pay attention because we got a 10-day promotion that you're absolutely not going to want to miss. And it's, what do they call it, the turkey shoot, Steve?
Turkey shoot in basketball. I also call the turkey shoot in football because
just turkey shoot it up.
Listen, over the next 10 days is literally the most profitable and exclusive time. I'm not going to get all the way into it because we are going to do a special Thanksgiving podcast. However, to make the money during the holidays, you're going to want to take advantage of Skip's promotion because we don't want you taking advice from your drunk-ass uncle passed out on the end of the couch. You know what I mean? If you're going to bet and eat food and be around the family, you don't want to just listen to some drunk-ass uncle who don't know shit. You want to make sure you get your bets in, and you want to make sure if you bet, even though you're just having fun hanging with the family, you still want to win.
Right.
Have you ever fucking ran a race to lose?
And I've never made a bet I wanted to lose.
Goddamn right. So if you're going to bet, let's make sure we win. And on that note, you want to get a hold of us? 877-220-6540. A lot of people imitate us. We don't text. We don't email. The only time we would text is if you're a paid client and you were dealing with someone like me or Skip.
Right.
We don't send out promotions through text. We don't send out promotions through email. You want to know it's us? 877-220-6540.
Often duplicated, never imitated.
Ever, like I said.
Or is it the other way around? Often imitated, never duplicated.
Correct. If you're just looking for a free pick, go to our website, VIPSportsLasVegas.com. If you're looking for a free pick, you're in college and you have $100 to your name, call Vegas Dave. We have packages for all levels of sports bettors. We deal with the biggest sports bettors in the world. You got little guys out there. You got small cocks. And they're all cute and all that. The girls like them. They like to play. Then you got the big cocks that drop a tear in their eye, and then you can't get the girl to quit calling.
Oh, Lord.
Big fucking difference between the big boys and the little guys. So we deal with the big boys out here in the industry, guys that bet 50, 100,000 a game. We love you small guys, but work your bankroll up and then give us a call. Wouldn't you agree?
Sure enough,
if you don't
sugar
at least have $1,000,
right,
have to pay us, have to work with,
you have to have
you can't call us,
yes.
right?
And I tell people that all the time. I get calls with guys that
But yeah, we'll get 50 college students with $100.
Well, listen, I get calls from guys with little bankrolls, and that's okay. And,
I get pimps, dope
just
dealers.
because-
Steve, you a bad motherfucker, man.
Just because you got a small bankroll or because you're betting, small money, that's what your bankroll allows at this time, doesn't make you a bad guy at all. I mean, it's nothing personal. We're just letting you know that what we do here, we treat sports betting as a business. It's not a hobby to us. And yes, I know you want to take that $600 bankroll and flip it into $3,000. Who wouldn't want to do that?
But if you can only afford to buy a small action play and it's the last money you have, see, if it was the last money you have, you'd want our best play. So if our best play is $1,000 or $2,500 and you only have $600, doesn't make sense to buy a $25 computerized generated play when you're back against the wall.
It doesn't make sense to invest.
Go buy some groceries.
It doesn't make sense to invest $250 for a 7-day VIP package when you only have $400 to bet with. And I'm just keeping it real. There's a lot of services out there, Steve, that would take their $250 and service them for a week knowing they only have $400 to bet with.
Yeah, guys,
you can't make any money like that.
Guys,
we're not going to do that to you guys.
No.
We'd rather just tell you, hey, listen, get $1,000 or $1,500 together so you can get started and do this thing the right way, and you can start betting $250 or $300 a game. Then you can afford to make a small investment with us for a week or 2 weeks and actually show a profit, because that's what this is all about. And if it's not making sense, it certainly won't make dollars.
Oh, that's a fucking fact. Like I said, we're big boys. We got an office of 30 salesmen over here. We're not sending out games from our underwear at Grape Street on our cell phone. None of that shit. We handle all our business right here. VIP Sports, licensed and bonded. $50,000 bond to be licensed to consult. $50,000 bond to be a telemarketing office. If you're watching this podcast on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to our channel. When you click the subscribe button, make sure you also click the bell and choose to receive notifications on all the videos we post. We always appreciate the thumbs up, and we read every one of your posts. And we've asked you guys over and over and over what you want us to do on our 200th podcast. A lot of you guys need to say let Skip respond to comments. Because there would be nothing more for everyone to comment and allow Skip to come on back in. And believe me, I'm not saying they're going to be bad. You'd like to comment. There's plenty of guys that you would like to thank them.
Oh, yeah, I'd love to talk to the fans and talk to the listeners of the podcast and all the subscribers, but they just won't allow me to.
We'll get you there. And with the help of our partners at the Republic Network, you can now listen to the VIP Sports Las Vegas podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Pocket Cast, and all other major podcast platforms. Or simply ask Alexa or your preferred smart speaker to play the VIP Sports Las Vegas podcast. We post new shows every Thursday night. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, VIP Sports LV. You can direct message us with any questions at all. Don't DM me and ask me what size shoe I wear or what kind of glasses I have. That's not going to make you and I any money at all.
No, it's not.
Okay? The question should be is, what do we got for tonight and what's it cost? Correct?
Correct.
All right. Questions, like I said, anything you ask, we'll get right back with you. Skip, let's do the 5 quick topics. Who's that brought to us by?
We're going to get into the 5 quick topics. We're going to get into this podcast. We're going to help people make money, and we're going to tell them about that 10-day promotion that we got this week.
Well, after all, this is a sports betting show. You think they want to hear about maybe who to bet on now?
I know they do. And the reason why they're going to be able to hear it is because this segment is brought to you by BetQL. Do you want to get an edge in today's billion-dollar sports betting industry? BetQL gives you powerful data at your fingertips, and it's the only mobile app that puts all the important research you need into one place. With BetQL, you can easily access line movements, public betting trends, historical matchup data, and other key information all in real time, guys. Calculate returns on your picks. You can track them throughout the day using BetQL's cutting-edge technology. And best of all, you can download BetQL for free. That's right, I said free, using your Apple or Android device today. Head to BetQL.co, that's BetQL.co, to download the only app you need this football season, BetQL.co. Made by the creators of RotoQL, the leading daily fantasy lineup optimizer, trusted by DFS players all around the world.
Let's do our top 5. Last week in Southern California, shout out to everybody out there that's been affected, whether it's from the fires or the shooting.
Right.
First, there was, as you know, the tragic shooting. 12 innocent people just hanging out. Their lives were taken.
Crazy.
Next day, 2 horrific wildfires break out in the same area, Northern and Southern California. The Southern California wildfire was basically in the same area as the shootings.
Thousand Oaks.
Thousand Oaks. So, been a little rough week out there. Everybody keep your head up out there. It's a shame that we constantly have to see these tragedies, and we constantly got to talk about them because they're getting a little bit more frequent than I can fucking handle. And I don't want to talk about it, but it just seems like it all comes from TV, social media, and the fucking media, dude. These fucking copycat people. And we talked about last week about the military not taking care of the homeless veterans. What about the people whose heads are fucked up that saw a couple brains get blown out in front of them? You just release him, and I mean, the guy that, we'll get into that some other time.
This shit's crazy, man. It's a sad situation. Moment of silence for all the crazy shit going on in Cali. Just want to let you know we're thinking about you. All the families that lost fucking members of their family senselessly.
Yeah.
And all the people whose houses are burning down. Caitlyn Jenner, all the fucking stars and celebrities out there.
It's hard to swallow.
They're losing animals. They're losing their fucking their entire estates, their houses, their barns, their animals. It's fucking insane.
Shout out to the fire department and everybody. Yeah. Hey, not only that, but shout out to all the people out there in the state pen that they're using the fuck out of to fight those fucking fires that the media and shit don't hear about. You know, don't get me wrong. The first responders are the shit. The firemen are the shit. Don't forget about those 3,000 inmates they're putting on the front line, though, to take that fucking rap, who make $1 a day.
Shout out to my man RC out there, the firefighter out there in Orange County, Anaheim. What up, RC? We know you're working overtime.
Garth Brooks opened the 2018 Country Music Awards with a dedication and a moment of silence to the 12 people that were lost in Thousand Oaks. It seems like it's targeting country. I don't know. It's been kind of rough.
It's fucking stupid.
Here, the one thing about the Rams, you know, they're giving out Thousand Oaks, you know, something back to the community. They're giving out tickets to the games and front row and donating tickets, and those affected by the bar shooting and wildfires. I don't know how much I'd feel like going to a Rams game after my fucking
that's a nice gesture.
Son, daughter, or brother or sister just died.
It's a nice gesture by the Rams to give out free tickets and shit, but when you lose a family member and something tragic like that,
I don't think I'm going to go to the game tomorrow.
I don't think the fucking game's on their mind. But if you lose your fucking house and everything you got in a wildfire,
I'm going to go to the game.
I don't think the first thing you're doing is going to the Rams game Monday night.
No. But God bless you, Rams.
Yeah, nice thought, though, I suppose.
Absolutely. Yeah. So, a fan of the VIP spots.
Spots on your
back.
Spots.
Is that the East Coast sports?
Yeah, spots.
On the West. Good afternoon, sports.
Spots.
East Coast.
No,
spots.
Spots? That sounds like a Boston thing.
Hey, the
spot.
I got on a spots bar.
Hey, I put you on a spot, huh?
Guys, is it a sports bar or a spots bar?
Yeah, it's a bar.
Hey, it's fucking spots.
Take the fucking car out to the bar, you know?
Forget about it, huh? We like spots.
Yeah,
spots.
I know a guy that knows another guy that knows 3 other guys.
Who don't know shit.
None of them know a fucking thing, but I know them anyway.
Anyway, a fan of the VIP Sports commented, I live in the UK. I'm a woman. I've never done sports betting before. I don't understand the spread. Don't understand over and under. I listen to your podcast, and I've had more wins than ever before. Just follow what you said. You win some, you lose some. Forget the haters. You guys are the best. Well, glad that you're making money just like those guys for free, because I haven't heard from you once.
Hey, that's a nice comment, though. Shout out to the woman in the UK.
You can't blast her. She'll get a call by every troll in the world.
Oh, I'm sure she is.
The trolls right now are like, who is it?
Oh, she's getting stalked nonstop.
Oh, they're going to go back and look for that comment.
Of course they are.
Oh,
shout out to the woman from UK to put that comment in there. She loves the podcast. She's learned more about sports betting than she's ever learned before.
And that makes us feel good, because that's why we do it.
She never was a sports bettor before. She don't understand the lingo. She probably still doesn't. But she's taking our nuggets that we're throwing out here on this podcast every week, and she's finding a way to make money at William Hill Sportsbook over there in England.
And if you
figure.
And if you do this right, like you and I say, call you and I and talk to us in person when you at least have 1,000.
Right.
Well, if you're a dedicated listener and you just play the nuggets that we've given you over the weeks, we'll build you a subliminal bankroll. Like we give you winners subliminally throughout the whole fucking show.
Absolutely.
So there's enough money to make there. Build up your bankroll first, then give us a call. Cleveland Cavaliers got spanked by the Washington Wizards last night, 119-95. Cavs are just 2-12 so far this year.
Wow, how will they do without LeBron?
Jeff Sherman, the vice president of risk management at the Westgate Las Vegas Superbook, sets the Cavaliers at a 22.5-point favorite over Duke in a hypothetical battle.
So even as bad as the Cavaliers are, 2-12 so far this year, the sports book over there at the Westgate says if the Cavaliers played Duke, who everyone pretty much thinks is the best team in college basketball this year, and they got good reason
to
believe.
They're saying would Duke cover the 22-point underdog? Let me take my glasses off for that.
Cavaliers minus 22.5 against Duke if they played right now.
Fuck no. Cleveland's grown-ass men would beat the dog fuck out of those boys. Period. By maybe 40, maybe 50. Barrett and the two pimps on fucking Duke are
Zion Williamson.
Zion and Barrett are two superstars.
Right.
They are no joke. But can you put those up with some grown-ass men in the league right now? Fuck no. Are they going to be superstars? Absolutely. Right now, they're boys against men. If the Cleveland Cavaliers played Duke, Cleveland win by 40.
Be an absolute blowout winner.
That's my opinion. What do you think?
Speaking of getting blown out
what do you think? Does Duke cover the spread or not?
Oh, man. Fuck. I'm going to go with you. I say the Cavaliers beat them by more than 22 points.
Yeah, all day long.
Speaking of getting blown out by 50.
We were supposed to ask our fans, what do you think? Do you think Duke would cover the 22, or do you think the guy's just out of his fucking mind looking for attention at the Westgate Sportsbook? Because I truly think Cleveland would pound them by 40 or more.
You're probably right. Speaking of getting blown out by 40 or more, the Utah Jazz last night, laying 5 on the road, Steve, got absolutely fucking lambasted by the Dallas Mavericks in Dallas by 50 points last night.
Embarrassing.
The Mavericks beat the Jazz 118 to 68 by 50 points.
Yeah.
And the Jazz were favored by 5 in that game.
Correct.
Who in the fuck loses by 50 points? Did they absolutely just not show up?
Like, what went wrong? I don't
Unbelievable.
know. And you guys wonder about...
How would you like to have information like that, huh?
Yeah, because there was definitely information in that particular game, guys.
Unbelievable.
Last year's Oklahoma State football coach, Mike Gundy, the guy who had the mullet, I'm sure you remember the big mullet, turned down a 6-year, $42 million deal from Tennessee. Dude.
I'm a mullet
out
guy.
of his fucking mind?
Yeah.
Huh?
Of course he's out of his mind.
He's out of your fucking mind?
He's about as crazy as Le'Veon Bell.
Now, after a recruit decommitted from OSU, Gundy said, I think we live in a world where people are non-committable.
That's true.
Well, that's a fucking fact. Ask 18 of our 20 guys out here in the press. You're telling me, motherfucker, hey, you don't take a college head coach to realize that most people are not committable.
Yeah, I mean
that's a fucking fact.
Just look at the divorce. Just look at the divorce rate in this country.
Oh my God.
Of course people are non-committal.
That's fucking great, dude. We allow liberalism to say, hey, I can just do what I want. I don't have to do really what I was taught. I just be tough and fight through it. Gundy said. He's basically saying with the kids and the people out here, no one's committable. Nobody knows shit. I don't know. I think he's out of his fucking mind. He also says, you see that the young people, because it's an option that they're given. He says it's an option. We weren't given that option when we were growing up. We were told that this is what you do, we did it the right way, or you go figure it out on your own, which is true.
I agree with him. I mean,
these kids now are in the room playing video games. The days of going outside and play and riding your bike and all that athletic shit, it's almost over. This last generation was terrible.
Well, listen, he went on to say, in the world today, there's a lot of entitlement out there. I'm a firm believer in the snowflake. And I'm not talking about
cocaine? Or?
I'm not, no,
okay.
not a snowflake of
well,
cocaine.
I thought he believes in the flake.
No,
Peruvian or
no,
snow?
not,
okay.
no, not a Peruvian flake.
So what did he say?
The snowflake.
Okay.
Kids are snowflakes.
Okay.
And I'm not talking about the recruit, he said. He and I have had multiple good talks. I'm talking about every millennial young person out there. They call them Generation Z now, Steve. Generation Z. And listen, I got an 18-year-old son.
You have a Generation Z. So do I at the house.
Listen, these kids feel more entitled. They listen. I could
Their
go.
options are endless too.
You know what? This is a conversation that
goes on too long.
It would take a whole nother podcast.
So you agree with?
Shout out to Right Side for being an absolute fucking beast, a responsible fucking guy,
and a good ass worker,
and a hard ass fucking worker,
total worker too,
a total respectful fucking young man that he is. Shout out to my son, Right Side.
Absolutely, and that is a fact. I can verify that kid started out when it was time to work. He went to work and didn't say a fucking thing. And to be honest with you, Right Side probably has more in the bank than some of our listeners.
Than your average bear does.
Yeah, that is a fucking fact.
Shout out to Right Side, his work ethic, and being a responsible, respectable young man. That's the way my wife and I raised him. And listen, if your kids are fucking up, then check your parenting duties, my friend. That's all I can say.
Well, I agree. So I'm going to have to say, Mike Gundy, you're nuts for giving up that money. And who gives a fuck about Generation Z? Deal with it. Deal with the cards that you're dealt. And coach them as good as you fucking can. Because after all, at the college level, all these people know how to do is play football. As a coach, it's your job to make them all-stars and ready for the NFL. It's what a coach's job is.
Right.
Motivate and turn guys into beasts. That's what your job is.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, you go take that check and don't worry about Generation Z. What do you think?
I agree. Listen, take the hand you're dealt, my friend, and play it. Sometimes you got to bluff.
Might be Generation Z, might be Generation B. Who fucking knows?
It's not the hand you're dealt. It's how you play the hand.
You're motherfucking right. It's not how you fall. It's how you get back up.
Yep.
It's not how you fuck. It's how you nut.
Well, sometimes you got to lose an eye to see straight.
No doubt about it. I'm a very firm believer of that, my good friend. Superbook at Westgate, Las Vegas on Sunday opened up the Chief Rams over-under at 64.
I saw that.
Which, if it holds, would be the highest since 1986.
It might not be high enough.
Well, not high as I am, but highest since at least 1986, according to the research over there at ESPN. So, I mean, that is a very high total. Do I like that? Actually, I might have a six-figure play on that.
And you might not.
And I might not. But we're going to talk about that a little bit later.
The NFL moved that game, by the way. That's the Monday Night Football game. It was supposed to be played down in Mexico City.
They decided to move Monday night's game between the Chiefs and the Rams from Mexico City to L.A. because of the poor field conditions.
Yeah, the field looked horrible.
You can't put a bunch of NFL.
It was raining and shit down there, and they had a bunch of concerts and a soccer game or two, and the field is completely fucking torn up. And the NFL said, man, you guys just fucked up. We're about to have Monday Night Football, possibly a Super Bowl preview.
Blow your fucking city and country to fuck
possibly
up.
a Super Bowl preview. The Kansas City Chiefs and the Rams, two best teams in the fucking league.
And they fucked it up.
Arguably the two best teams in the league right now, and they fucked it up because they couldn't have the field ready.
If they didn't lock up all the drug lords would have came in with some new dirt and had that shit set the fuck. You don't think Pablo would have that shit set up?
They should have borrowed some money from Pablo.
Goddamn fucking right. Well, he's over there fighting his case.
Well, I'll tell you what. They fucked up bad.
El Chapo's fighting his case. That's what I meant, El Chapo.
They fucked up bad because the NFL came in and said, this field sucks. We ain't playing here.
Well, not only that, but the NFL players, they break a fingernail, they're out for 2 weeks.
Yeah,
it's not like they used to be. They used Strahan cut his finger. These motherfuckers used to cut their fingers off and still play.
Yeah, there's no Lyle Alzado. There's no fucking Jack Lambert anymore.
You're not actually snapping your ankle in half and still playing, taping it up. You ain't doing none of that shit.
No. So anyway, the game is now moved to back to L.A., and it looks like the Rams are getting an extra home game out of this.
Well, Skip,
Well, actually, it was their home game that they were using to do this. They were going to lose a home game.
And
So now they're just going to get their home game back.
And especially during the Thanksgiving time, they really, really fucked up. Viewership on football during these times of the year are as big as it's ever been because, like I said, there's a lot to choose from. And my stomach's rumbling because of how hungry I am. I know that the oven's off. You're not cooking anything. But we are going to do, Skip said 12 days of Christmas. We're going to do something special, 10 days of Thanksgiving. I'm going to let Skip go ahead and run the promotion real quick, and then we're going to get into what teams you need to bet, college, NBA, football, etc. Tell them what we're going to do for these people for Thanksgiving. And guys, if you don't take advantage of this promotion, don't ever take advantage or call me ever again. If you're listening to me right now, the 10,000 subscribers, I need you to take advantage of this promotion. It's literally a fucking $100 bill. How hard is it to come out for a $100 bill? Skip, tell them what they get for this $100 bill right here.
It's absolutely insane. We've never done anything like this before. As Steve just said, normally it's the 12 days of Christmas. Fa la 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 la. However, we're doing the 10 days of Thanksgiving. If you call this Friday, 877-220-6540, between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. Pacific time, and say, give me the 10 days of Thanksgiving, here's what we're going to do. We're going to start your service. You're going to get our VIP service, one-on-one service, talking directly with a representative or myself for 10 straight days, starting this Friday, straight through the Thanksgiving weekend. That includes the Thanksgiving Day games, Black Friday games, straight through the Thanksgiving weekend. College basketball, NBA, college football, pro football, for 10 straight days for $10 a day. Can you believe it?
So basically, if you're a goldfish
$100
that wants to turn into a whale, this would be the promotion for you. You should name it the goldfish to whale promotion.
This is the goldfish to the whale, the swordfish to a shark, a minnow to a fucking bass. Call it whatever you will. I just call you insane if you don't call for this.
I agree.
10 days of Thanksgiving. 10 straight days of VIP service, one-on-one with a professional rep right here in the office. Who knows? Maybe you'll even get to talk to myself or Steve. 877-220-6540. The 10 days of Thanksgiving, 10 straight days of basketball and football winners, $10 a day, a flat $100 investment. Call now. Let's go kick your bookie's ass for this Thanksgiving holiday. What do you say?
If you don't take advantage of the promotion, you're absolutely nuts. We're going to take a little break. When we come back, we're actually going to tell you who to place your money on, who's covering the spread right now, and how to get this motherfucking money. Shout out to All & Sons Moving Company, who helped us move over the last couple days and smoked more weed than I have in the last month of my own weed. Shout out to you guys. You do like making money, correct? I'm Steve Stevens. I'm the one that tells you who to bet. I'm not a bookie, I'm the Bookie Killer. Whether you're here in town on business or to flat out gamble, don't forget, Sports betting is a multi-billion-dollar industry, and you deserve your fair share. Call 877-220-6540 or go to VIPSportsLasVegas.com, mention this ad, and get a $500 personal play absolutely free. See you in the winner's circle. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're tuned into the VIP Sports Podcast. I'm Steve Stevens, a.k.a. the Bookie Killer, sitting here with my co-host, the Big Skipper. The first half of the show, really don't even know what we talked about, to be honest with you.
Well, we talked about all kinds of shit. We talked about the millennials. We talked about the fires.
The new Z generation.
We talked about all kinds of fucking shit, Steve.
Anyway, we're at the point of the show now where we're actually going to tell you what games that you need to look out for, who's covering the spread. I say we do a little NBA quick segment, if you don't mind.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll do some NBA. Now's the time you get out your pen and paper and make sure you write our phone number down, 877-220-6540. Make sure you pick up that phone. Give us a call for the 10 days of Thanksgiving. $10 a day for 10 days. $100 for VIP service for 10 straight days. So, NBA segment. What do you want to talk about in the NBA?
Well, I just want to go back off the last podcast. We said Portland, okay, is 5-1 against the spread and 5-1 to the under in the last 6 games.
Correct.
This is what we told you guys last show. Guess what the result? Blazers' next 2 games, they covered, and both games went under against the Clippers and the Celtics until losing last night until the Lakers. So, over the last week, we told you who to take. You're 4-1 just on that right there.
Yeah,
we told you to bet we told you to bet them on the side, and we told you to bet them under. Well, they played 2 games, and they covered, and they both went under. Then they lost to the Lakers. So with the total, you're at 5-1 just off that one matchup.
Right, and the Portland Trailblazers are now 10-4. 10-4 against the spread their last 14 games.
Where are you at, bud? How come you didn't make that comment?
10-4 their last 14 games.
Guys, grab a pen and a piece of paper. This is where you're going to get your money. Portland, 10-4 against the spread. They're hot as a fucking pistol. Sacramento Kings getting the fucking job done. Shout out to Cruz out there in Sacktown. We ever going to get you back or what, bud? 9-4 against the spread. Number 3, Oklahoma City, 9-5 against the spread.
Yep.
Now look, the number 3 team against the spread is at 9-5. That means there's a lot of teams that ain't doing fucking nothing.
Yeah, we'll get into that to a minute. We talk about some of the teams that are going over.
What I want to talk about is where we're getting most of our money right now. Ladies and gentlemen, we've told you that the totals per game are higher than it has been since 1975, 6, something like that. We've been getting a lot of money on the totals. However, you got to know what totals to pick. And there's winning money out there every fucking day. Miami Heat, team that, as you know, you were asking me a while back, why is this team on our fucking sheet? Well, 14 games later, what are they? 11-3 to the over, Skip.
Yes, sir.
We've made a lot of money on the Miami
They've been
Heat.
scoring and no defense. 11-3, the Heat to the over last 14 games. Same thing with the Milwaukee Bucks.
Milwaukee Bucks, 11-3 in their last 14 games to the over.
Yep. Utah Jazz, 5-1 to the over at home.
You were just talking about they've been
At
kicking
home.
ass. They punished. Who you said they beat the fuck?
I just told you they got massacred
By
last
Dallas,
night
right?
on the road in Dallas.
What did they score, though? Did they at least-
68 fucking points.
The whole fucking game?
Yeah, 118-68. They got massacred last night in Dallas. They absolutely didn't even fucking show up. I don't even know if they got off the bus.
Right, no, obviously
when they're
not.
at home, however, games go over. They score. They don't play any defense. You saw that last night.
As an NBA
Utah Jazz 5-1 to the over the last 6 home games.
Were they in Dallas or in Utah?
In Dallas.
Okay, because like I said, in Utah, I can see why people don't play too good. They're really strict on the weed. You know, if you're an NDA, the last place you want to be is in Utah.
No.
You get pulled over in your Bentley out there, you're going to fucking jail for some weed.
Oh, absolutely.
So you got to be careful. NBA under. So, guys, look, the top 3 teams that you're pounding to the over, Chicago, Milwaukee, Utah.
Miami, Milwaukee, and Utah.
Miami, Milwaukee, Utah.
Correct.
You don't need a bunch of teams. You don't go betting looking for an underdog. You don't go betting looking for an over. You don't go betting looking for a favorite. You do what appeals to you and what's going on. So those 3 teams you might want to take to the over. Skip, what teams you might want to look at to take the under?
3 teams in the NBA that
Write
you want to
this
look
down.
at. You want to look at the Chicago Bulls. They're 6-1 to the under, Steve, their last 7 games.
Correct.
Bulls have been playing a lot of unders. The Cavaliers,
No secret here.
6 straight unders.
Worst
I mean,
team
they're
in the
just
fucking league right
They're
now.
horrible, but apparently they're playing enough defense to keep the games under. 6 straight unders from the Cavaliers. And when the Magic are at home down there in the Magic City of Orlando,
7-2 down at the house.
7-2 to the under down there in Orlando. When the Magic is at home, 7-2 to the unders.
Remember that. Orlando 7-2 at home. Everybody else, like I said, Cavs, Chicago, unders, 6-1 in their last 7 games. So other than that, it's still predominantly overs in the NBA. However, like Skip's always said, you got to pick your spot. You can listen to the 3 teams that we gave you, and then you go play them all the night, and you can have a bad one. If you really want to know, you got to call me, and I'll tell you when to pick your spots on these fucking teams. You know what I mean?
Right. We talked about 2 teams that have been covering, Portland and Sacramento, the Thunder, 9-5. Here's 2 teams that have been terrible against the spread, Steve.
I don't want to see these fucking teams on your ticket at all.
Lakers and the Celtics.
And everybody and their mom has been betting the Lakers.
Both 5-9 against the spread. Their last 14 games. Got a little theory. The Lakers are going to keep sucking until they fucking fire the coach.
Well, they have to. That I agree. Now listen.
He's not going to be there much longer. That's just a skipper prediction.
Who are you going to bring in that can coach?
I don't know, but LeBron's going to bring in whoever the fuck he wants. The next thing that happens in L.A. is bye-bye Walton.
Yeah. Yeah, because that old school shit ain't working.
He ain't listening to fucking Luke Walton.
No, he ain't listening. No.
He ain't listening to nobody,
No,
let alone
not
fucking Luke Walton.
He definitely ain't listening to Luke.
So they're just going to keep losing until they decide to fire fucking the coach, and then LeBron can put in who he wants. And
But
then,
guys,
and then watch out for the Lakers.
This is why the sports book is making money, though. Everybody
absolutely.
and their moms betting the Lakers and the Celtics, and they're 5-9. Well, don't you understand?
These are 2 big teams. I mean, it's the Lakers and the Celtics. People love the Lakers and the
Keep
Celtics.
the Lakers and the Celtics off your fucking ticket. They're fucking garbage, and they're fucking hitting 40%. Real fucking
They are
simple.
not covering, so do not take either one of those teams.
We've told you guys before. I'm going to tell you again. We've been making a ton of money. Now, can you get off 10, 20, 50,000 a game? No. But 2, 3, 4, 5 all day long. And we're talking about NHL overs, which you already know, Skip, because you collected a $25,000 send from the fucking hockey over total package just yesterday.
Yes, I did. And Ottawa continues to be red hot to the over. 13-3, the Ottawa Senator games are going over, guys. My Philadelphia Flyers, my Broad Street Bullies, Philadelphia, 12-6 to the over in 18 games. Calgary, when they're at home, 7 straight overs at home. So when you're looking at totals in hockey, the Ottawa game's been going over. The Flyers game's been going over. Calgary Flames, when they're at home, 7 straight overs at home. Couple of teams that have been under in hockey. Boston Bruins, 11-5 to the under, the Bruins. Anaheim Ducks, the motherfucking Ducks, 13-6 to the under. The Dallas Mavericks, when they go on the road, they're 6-1 to the under. Not the Mavericks, I'm sorry, the Stars. Dallas Stars. 6-1 to the under, the Dallas Stars when they're on the road. Calgary, when they go out on the road, 9-2 to the under. 9-2 to the under. Now, I just told you a minute ago, be careful, because Calgary, when they're at home, 7 straight overs. When they're on the road, 9-2 unders. Looks like Calgary doesn't play very well when they're out on the road. They don't score. Did you pick that nugget up? New York Rangers, 7-2 to the under when they play at home. New York Rangers, 7-2 to the under at home. So there's some trends when it comes to the NHL and betting overs and betting unders. However, these are just trends. Don't go lose your entire bankroll because you're trying to follow one of these trends.
Betting our top 5 unders or overs.
Yeah, we will pick the spots for you when you call 877-220-6540 and you take advantage of that 10 days of Thanksgiving for $10 a day, a $100 bill. We'll pick the spots for you. We'll tell you when to jump in and when to jump out. Stop trying to guess.
NHL totals over we went over some unders, but in NHL as a whole, the unders have been predominant as overall in NHL.
Absolute gold mine.
NFL Against the Spread, brought to you by our boys over there at paperhead.com. If you missed out on all the winnings from the first half of football season, shame on you. The good news is that it's not too late, and there are still billions of dollars out there for all of us to share. So you're ready to get in the game. Let me hook you up with my friends at paperhead.com. Get access to the best player management software in the industry with the know-how you need to hit the ground running from now until Super Bowl. And today, I've got good news. Paperhead is extending their offer of $3 per head for their Prime package, plus 1 month of free access to True Live Wagering,
wow,
which is an offer exclusive just to the VIP sports fans. I've been working together with Paperhead for a long time now. I love their product, and it's time for you to experience sports betting as your own mogul. Give them a call, 888-978-0288, and they'll hook you up with a free demo. That's 888-978-0288, and don't forget to tell them that me or the Big Skipper sent you. Fair enough?
Fair enough, Steve.
Let's recap the Saints being the hottest team in the fucking league right now besides KC.
Well, last week we said the Saints are hot. They're real hot.
They've been marching in. I tell
Drew
you.
Brees, my friend, they've been marching in. They're El Scorcho like Steve Stevens.
Yes, they are.
Amazingly, the Saints are doing all this, Steve, with the 31st ranked pass defense.
Amazing.
And they're also the 28th ranked red zone defense.
Garbage.
I mean, they're just allowing teams to score on them.
At will.
At will,
In
pretty
the red
much.
zone, yeah.
Pretty much. And in the red zone, they're ranked 28th in red zone defense.
Which is pretty much one of the worst teams in the league.
Thank God they're worst in fucking pass defense.
Yeah.
And third worst in red zone defense.
That's what I mean. Bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, they can't stop the run.
They can't stop Breeze right
I mean, they can't stop the pass. I mean, the thing is this.
Can't stop the Breeze.
Yeah, when you got the Breeze putting up 50 points a fucking game, it doesn't matter if they give up 30.
Can they keep that tempo?
Yeah. Yeah, they can.
I agree.
That receiving core is fucking phenomenal, and Breeze is just a beast. We know that.
They're allowing opponents to score touchdowns on 72% of their trips inside the 20-yard line.
That's insane.
So you get them in the red line, you got a 72% chance of scoring. That's fucking amazing.
That's
Even the Bengals were 1-for-1 in New Orleans, 51-14, dismantling them on Sunday.
gonna have to tighten up that defense, Saints, or you're not gonna win the Super Bowl. You can't win the Super Bowl like that.
Well, as you know, New
I mean,
Orleans,
defense wins championships, brothers.
New Orleans hosts your Eagles on Sunday afternoon. Philly is a 9-point road dog in this one. Total is 54.5, and pretty much Philly probably gets pounded harder than the Toots this weekend for the NFR.
Well,
rodeo.
on paper, it would look like Philly would get pounded, and there's a couple trends that are leaning towards the Saints in this game. However,
can you tell these people why your team's so terrible? Or?
Well, be careful. Yeah, I can. I actually can. I'm glad you asked me.
Please
Why
tell
are the
us.
Eagles so terrible?
Yes.
I got 2 words for you. Frank Reich. He was the offensive coordinator.
You think he's the only one that?
Well, he left. He's now the head coach of the Colts. And
the Colts are.
He ran that fucking offense last year. He was calling the fucking plays. Don't think it was Peterson. It was Frank Reich that was running that offense and
He's
calling
got the
plays.
Colts over there running.
He was calling
passing.
I'm telling you. You asked me what's wrong with the Eagles. There's a few things wrong with them.
But
the number one thing that's wrong with them.
They got rid of their offense.
Frank Reich. And Peter's got to go. The left tackle.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, man.
It's embarrassing.
You're old. You were a superstar.
Oh.
You were one of the greatest offensive tackles in the game.
It's over.
You're not anymore. You get a lot of penalties. You're slow. You're getting beat to the punch almost every down. I love you, Peters, but
And Wentz
you
can't keep
gotta
taking
go.
a beating either.
Well, that's what
You
I'm
got
talking
to protect
about.
Wentz,
I mean,
but you got to have his blind side, guys.
bottom line is they miss Frank Reich, and they miss him a whole lot.
I get it. I agree. We said Pittsburgh is a team you have to bet right now, didn't we? Didn't I say Pittsburgh's on fire?
We told them that.
Steelers fucking cooked and roasted Carolina, 52-21 last Thursday night, which we had. And
That was
posted
a
the
blowout
$20,000
winner.
And posted a little $20,000 ticket on the website. A real Vegas ticket, not no fake computerized shit from
Correct.
Bet Online or one of our sponsors, an actual Las Vegas ticket. You know what I mean?
Correct.
I mean, after all, that's where we live. That's where we should be betting if we're real, right?
Couldn't agree with you more.
Pittsburgh's at Jacksonville Sunday, a team they have struggled against in the past. But this year, these teams are heading in opposite directions. Pittsburgh's minus 5.5. The total's 47.
Right.
That's
Should be interesting. I mean, be careful. Everybody saw. Listen, in the NFL, people always remember what they saw last
week, correct.
Okay? And everybody saw Pittsburgh blowing Carolina out, a team that was headed in the right direction, coming off a couple of solid wins, looking really good, Carolina. A comeback win against my Eagles, another win the week after
and
that.
started out that game
And-
7-0. They had the tempo in the beginning of the game.
They did come right down and score 7-0. You're exactly right. And after that touchdown, they got absolutely fucking massacred.
Garbage.
They got blown the fuck out. So people remember what they see the week before. My point is, everybody saw Pittsburgh just lambaste a fucking real good Carolina team that was getting hot, and they see Jacksonville heading in the other direction. Well, now Pittsburgh's on the road, only laying a trick number of 5.5. Don't get tricked. A trick number of 5.5, total 47.5. Just be careful. Everyone saw them win by 30 Thursday night, and they're like, oh, man.
You playing the
I only got to lay 5 against Jacksonville? Well, Jacksonville looks like ass.
If you had
Pittsburgh's going to kick their ass.
You had to handicap the game. You playing the side or total?
I would rather not discuss that. I would rather have them call me for the 10 days of Thanksgiving.
On that particular game.
And
okay.
if you can't pay me $10 a day to get the best information on the planet from the most feared sports bettor in the nation, then you shouldn't be gambling. 10 days, $10 a day, straight through Thanksgiving weekend, $100 bill.
Kansas City did not cover versus Arizona.
No, they didn't.
The Chiefs were laying 16 and won by 12.
Well, that was another one of the back doors in the NFL, Steve.
Yes, it was. I saw it.
They got backdoored.
However, the Chiefs will need their A game this week as 3.5-point dogs at the LA Rams.
Imagine the Chiefs being underdogs.
I don't imagine it.
The only team I think they're an underdog to, that they would even be an underdog to, would be on the road, maybe in New England, and on the road in LA against
Even
the Rams.
in New England right now, I bet they wouldn't be 3.5 underdogs. I tell you like this, guys.
Might be a pick,
Yeah.
right?
In this certain situation, I don't need to hold it back and sell you the information. With all the fucking coverage and how strong and how solid this quarterback is over there in Kansas City, I'm just telling you, you got to put your money on Kansas City. They've came through way too many times to get disrespected with a plus 3.5 against the Rams, who are stellar, but
They don't cover.
I believe
The Rams get backdoored every fucking week against the spread. They're 1-5 in their last 6 games against the spread, and Kansas City's 8-2 against the spread overall.
I believe the Kansas City Chiefs win this game outright.
There you go.
The game features the highest point total of the season, 63.5. I don't like it at all. I got a blowout winner on that as well. I won't fucking discuss it.
So fuck the total, and Steve just says
Kansas City.
Take Kansas City and the
Money
points
line.
all day long. And money line it too.
Let's get into a little
Now
college.
listen, don't go do that and not call me. This is where you guys
Yeah,
are,
exactly.
This is where you guys are fucking up. Let me just look right at you and tell you. He just said he likes Kansas City to win the game outright. All right, so throw $100 on Kansas City, maybe another $50 on the money line.
Yeah, don't let that keep you from spending the $100 and making $5,000 on his fucking system that I got for you guys.
Correct, okay? Make a couple dollars on the Kansas City plus the points and the money line. Don't go crazy. It's an action bet. It's a statistical game. I mean, Kansas City's 8-2 against the spread. The Rams are 1-5 against the spread. On paper, take this solid Kansas City team that's covering every week against a team that doesn't cover every week and take the 3.5 points. That's what he's telling you. Just because it looks one way on paper doesn't mean you got to go throw $1,000 on it and then put a comment in and say, oh, I lost $1,000.
Because of Steve, yeah.
Come on, man. Give me a call, invest a fucking $100 bill, and let me work with you one-on-one for 10 days. Am I correct? It's the only way to fucking go. I just wanted to put that out there because it needs to be said, Steve.
Absolutely, and I agree 110%. And like I said, ladies and gentlemen, the money's there to get. Best believe we're going to get it. Bottom fucking line. We'll do whatever it takes to get the fucking job done. Trust me. I deal with players, coaches, CEOs, the guys that make the line. We bottom line, get the fucking money. We're a little bit different than a couple analyzers sitting in our underwear. We don't go off analytics. We don't go off fucking algorithms. We don't have a system. They can take those systems and analytics and shove them right up their fucking ass. We bottom line get the money.
The only system is you'll be paying your bookie all year if you don't listen to what the fuck we're saying over here.
College football preview brought to you by betonline.ag.
Correct.
Betonline.ag is one of the web's most popular betting destinations, and not a better time of the year to place your action. NFL and college football regular season, NBA regular season. It doesn't get any better than this. With its management team together since 1991, BetOnline.ag offers wagering on nearly every sport and event possible. Once you're in action, you'll see firsthand why BetOnline.ag has an A+ rating, including the earliest opening odds in the industry, the best live betting software in the business, and most importantly, fast payouts. Sign up for a new account using the promotional code STEVE and get a 50% bonus on your first deposit up to $1,000. That's the promotional code STEVE on any new account sign up. BetOnline.ag, because you can. Let's go over some college football, Skip. Who do you want to talk about first?
Well, number 12, Syracuse.
Oh, against Notre Dizzle.
Playing number 3, Notre Dame.
Fucking Irish.
Fighting Irish are minus 10.5. Steve, this game's going to be played on a neutral site. They're playing this game at Yankee Stadium.
Yeah, they are.
Yankee Stadium.
Yeah, well, not only that, but the Irish are fighting for a spot in the college football playoff.
They sure are.
They face a hot Syracuse team on Saturday afternoon, like you said.
And right now, they deserve it.
And yes, they do. I really love their team. I love Notre Dame. Even in the beginning of the year, the couple losses and against the spreads were on some backdoor shit. They had a couple bad games. However, to watch Notre Dame and Syracuse in Yankee Stadium would be some G shit. I tell you that right now. I'd love to go to that fucking game.
Notre Dame is 4-1 straight up and 3-1-1 against the spread the last 5 times they played on a neutral field.
Yeah, they play really good on a neutral field. So, the Orange ride a 4-game winning streak into this contest, by the way.
Correct.
And a 3-game streak against the spread after defeating Louisville
Yeah.
last Friday, 54-23.
That is correct. So Syracuse has covered 3 in a row. This team's red hot. They're playing real good
This
football.
might be the game of the day Saturday to watch, huh?
It's a good game. Notre Dame 4-1 straight up, 3-1-1 against the spread when playing on a neutral site, on a neutral field. And the Orange, be careful, they've been red hot. They've covered 3 in a row. They're playing well.
Now,
talk about the total on this game.
this is
Steve.
what intrigues me. The total has gone over in 6 of Notre Dame's last 7 games.
Wow, 6-1 to the over, Notre Dame, last 7 games.
I mean, that's a big-time stat. The total has gone over in 4 of Syracuse's last 5 games.
Oh, boy, you hear that?
Average combined score, 78.4 points, ladies
Oh,
and gentlemen.
boy, now there's a trend.
Now, remember, the total is 65 points. They average 78 between the two teams. You're looking at a 13-point line differential just on paper.
Yeah, be careful, don't get trapped. Careful,
Is this a trap from the book?
careful.
Inquiring minds want to know. What do we say?
Give
One
me a
call.
call.
One call, that's all.
$10 a day for 10 days.
So, once again, the total has gone over 6 of Notre Dame's last 7 games, and Syracuse 4 out of their last 5.
Right. However, they set a number at 65 when the average combined score is 78.
Well,
now, why do you think that is?
And you don't think they know that? You're not sliding and sneaking nothing by.
Don't get fucking trapped.
There's a reason, and we'll tell you. Let's get right into college hoops. Who's that brought to you by, Skip?
MyBookie.ag, who else?
Motherfucking right.
We all know that watching sports is fun, right? But it's a hell of a lot more fun and a hell of a lot more entertaining when you got a little money on the game and you got some action, right?
Fuck
Well,
yeah.
Well, you've heard me and Steve talk about MyBookie.ag for weeks now. And it's the one bet you'll be happy the whole entire season long when you work with MyBookie.ag. Get your action in on this weekend's marquee matchups, whether it's pro or college football. Celebrate college basketball. Cash in on the NBA. Maybe hockey's your thing. Just go to MyBookie.ag. They're created by the online gaming pioneers in 2012. MyBookie vows to improve the sports betting experience where so many other brands have failed you. Year in and year out, MyBookie.ag has delivered on its promise of excellent customer service, fast and easy payouts. They even have in-game live betting and the most rewarding player perks in the business. MyBookie is the place to put in your action, period. And backed by popular demand, MyBookie.ag is offering a 50% deposit bonus. That's 50% on all new accounts to jumpstart your bankroll. Just log in to MyBookie.ag today, and under the promo code, type in the word Las Vegas. Las Vegas under the promo code, all one word, to collect the industry's biggest bonus incentive. And make sure to follow Bet MyBookie on Twitter, Instagram. Get the latest odds, get the props. They post a lot of props, Steve. I've seen them up there over and over. They're really great on the props. Whether you're an expert or you're a rookie, you should be betting at MyBookie.ag. And remember, who you're betting on, Steve, is just as important as who you're betting with.
I was just going to say, my bookie might have to throw us a couple extra bucks.
Jesus
That was the
Christ.
longest motherfucking read I've ever seen in my life.
Holy fuck.
I love you guys to death. Joe, we need to double that up, brother. That was an extra
Jesus.
long read there, huh?
Gee, check that check, Joe.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, my bookie, we love you guys out there. We're just busting. We're busting balls. I'm just playing.
MyBookie.
Not really.
MyBookie.ag.
Let's go over a couple college basketball figures here. Let's do the top 5 teams against the spread over the last 5 seasons, okay? Minimum 100-line games. What is a minimum of 100
So out of
line
100 games,
Okay.
out of 100 games,
over the last 5 seasons?
over the last 5 seasons with a minimum 100 games
Okay,
being,
that makes
the
sense.
qualifier.
Okay, that makes sense.
The
All right.
number 1 covering team in college basketball,
Villanova makes sense.
the champs from Philly, my Villanova Wildcats, are the number 1 covering team in college basketball the last 5 years.
Well, there ain't a West Coast team on this fucking list.
Of course not. Even though, guess what? That game last night against Michigan, paparazzi! Michigan revenge last night against my Wildcats. Michigan whooped their ass as a 7.5-point favorite last night. Villanova took one on the chin last night. But anyway, number one covering team in the last 5 years, the Villanova Wildcats.
Hey, listen, you know what? I don't want to go over on how many nuts I've busted over the last 5 years or who's won over the last 5 years because I really don't give a fuck.
Okay.
Why don't we talk about teams and shit that the last 5 years? Why don't we talk about what not to bet and who to bet now? Why don't we talk about the worst 5 teams against the spread, just period? Do we know that? Or
Yeah,
somebody big or maybe the best teams in November? Why don't we do that? What's the best teams in November? We are in November. I give you an example. Xavier, 23-9 against the spread in November over the last 5 seasons.
Yeah,
now, that's a stat that you could use today.
Yeah, except for 2 weeks ago when I fired on them. They choked for me. But anyway, they're good.
2 weeks ago?
Xavier, 23-9 against the spread.
Were we in November 2 weeks ago? It's right at the line. Today's what, the
close.
16th?
Yeah, no, it was November.
Was it?
Xavier, 23-9 against the spread in the month of November. What does that mean? That means they come out every year.
Yeah,
they're well coached and well prepared.
Correct.
They're ready during the off season.
Their program gets them ready.
They must be doing something right in the off season, heading into the start of the season.
Agreed.
And the non-conference play in the month of November. And not only that, apparently they're scheduling a lot of soft non-conference teams in the month of November. And they're finding themselves in some real good positions.
Well, fuck yeah,
in some non-conference tournaments over the holidays during the month of November, which is what I'm trying to tell you people. You could really find some soft spots in college basketball right now while these tournaments are going to be going on here for Thanksgiving. Another reason why you should be calling me for that promotion.
And no offense, guys, if you think if you think right now that you have an NFL game stronger than what you have to choose from in college basketball,
you're wrong.
You guys are out of your fucking mind.
Right.
What is the word we have for NFL?
Predetermined.
Yeah, NFL and their predetermined bullshit in the fourth quarter, we don't got time for it. So I'm just catching you guys out there. I know you love football. I know you love NFL. But if you ever get in a position where you think you got an NFL game stronger than a college basketball, take a step back and realize you're fucking so wrong.
Right. College basketball, there's so many teams. It's real hard for the odds makers to keep up with all these teams, especially this time of the year, in the beginning of the season, with all this non-conference play and all these tournaments that are going on. It's going to be a fucking gold mine here, guys.
Really is.
The next 3 weeks.
Guys,
so jump on board and take advantage of these next 10 days.
Here's just 3 teams that cover in November that'll get you the fucking money. That's all you need to know. Xavier, Villanova, and UMass. For some reason, their college program is set up where I don't know if they eat the right foods.
They're
coached the right way.
They're well coached.
They're dedicated. They work hard. But every November, these teams come out and get the fucking job done.
UMass, Villanova, Xavier.
Get them on your ticket.
3 hot teams. 3 hot teams every year in November.
You'll be able to eat this season. You know what I mean?
You're goddamn right.
They'll be hotter than that fucking deep-fried turkey you make. That's for sure.
You want to talk about some totals in college basketball, or you want to move on to entertainment and get the fuck up out of here?
Well, let's college basketball D1 average combined points per game by season.
Oh, yeah. Listen, we've been telling everybody, Steve, about how high-scoring the NFL is this year.
Correct.
Okay? We've been telling everybody by design how high-scoring the NBA is this year.
And how it's set up, and they actually have meetings to make that happen for the fans.
Correct. Well, guess what? College basketball looks like the season's starting out the same as the NFL and the NBA. Highest scoring start of the season in college basketball in 7 years.
So, guys, these are teams that you're betting on that you think you know everything about, but yet they're having meetings making them score more points. Did you add that into your fucking handicapping? This shit has so many elements to it. You guys don't have time for this shit. I turned gray for your fucking payday. I spend millions of dollars for information so you guys get fucking paid. Take advantage of that $100 promotion. But Skip's right.
146.3 points
is the average now.
Is the average so far since college basketball started a week and a half, 2 weeks ago.
Let's go over the numbers. 2013-14 season, 140. Season after that, 2014-15, 134. 2015-16, they jumped it back up, 144. Last year, 16-17, 145. So they're averaging every year, if you haven't noticed, since 14, it goes up more and more. Now, are the players faster and stronger? Yes. But it's not a secret that people watching basketball want to see more points scored, fucking period.
Any sport they like to see scoring.
Yeah. Let's get into a little entertainment news. We haven't talked about the Kardashians in a while.
Well, shout out to the Kardashians. I mean, geez, didn't Kanye and Kim have a devastating loss in their home over there in the fire Fucking Caitlyn.
No, they didn't
No?
I don't know what they got.
I thought I was fucking hearing that. That was all garbage, Poppy?
Well, either way, you know the brother that we haven't seen in
What
a while.
about Caitlyn Jenner? Oh, okay.
Her house?
Caitlyn's house is devastated.
All her little dildos
Yeah.
and everything she's accumulated over the years and all that shit, huh?
I hope she got her fucking...
The gold medals?
yeah, I hope she got her Olympic shit out of there.
It depends if he was acting like Bruce or if he was acting like her.
I don't know. You think he saved some of his
I think he might have went, oh, and
Think
ran like a little girl.
Think he saved some of his dresses?
Probably went for the dress. I don't know, guys. You think he either went for his gold medals or his dresses? You guys tell us, huh?
Unbelievable.
I'm going to probably say the dresses.
That sucks, Bruce Jenner.
Rob Kardashian
all
is
your
the one.
shit burned down. It sucks.
It's the son that's in our news. Rob Kardashian has gone back to court asking a judge to lower his child support payments, which, by the way, were set at $20,000 a month.
For one kid, that's
For
insane.
China, yeah.
That's insane.
That's how much.
I don't care how much fucking money you make.
there's
You don't
gotta-
need $20,000 a month to raise a kid.
Don't have kids in California. Ask fucking money,
Well,
man.
shame
You got to
on-
have them in Vegas. You got to bring them to court in Las Vegas. Rob, all you had to do was call me. All you had to do was get a condo in Vegas, set up your residency in Las Vegas, and then take China to court from Las Vegas. For all those rich-ass attorneys you got, they're sure dumb as fuck.
Yeah.
You move to Las Vegas, even though you really don't. You get a house out here for about 6 months. You take a bunch of pictures, letting social media know you live in Vegas, and then you know what you do? You bring her to court out here in Las Vegas, where no matter what you make, you don't pay that fucking much. You know what I mean?
I got
Just
a better
insane.
I got a better idea, man. Just get your kid, man.
Take it full time.
Just get your kid.
I think she wants it too. I'll finish. TMZ claims Rob had planned to request the payments to be chopped down from the get-go and only agreed to the hefty child support to get China to back off the domestic violence charges that pretty much would have buried him.
Oh, so it was bribery, the $20,000.
Pretty much. For now, China's not getting a penny from Rob, though. The judge put all payments on hold for a few months until he decides what, if anything, should be paid from Rob or whatever. However,
Well, isn't that convenient?
no, this is the good news, because you know me and you are good family guys, and we care about the kids more than these motherfuckers.
Right.
Who do you care about more being good, their kids or these motherfuckers?
No, the kids,
Right.
obviously.
So
Yeah.
TMZ reports that they've been doing very well in the co-parenting department.
Oh, have they?
Yeah, the former couple manages their 50-50 split, like 4 days with one parent, 3 days with the other. Then they'll switch up to like week on and week off. Sometimes their schedules conflict with either China or Rob. But
If one of them's out on a fucking binge or something, then the kids just stay with the other one a little
well,
longer.
both of these are two D-class stars.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think.
Who
I mean,
gives a fuck
do you guys
about
give
Rob?
a fuck about China or Rob Kardashian?
No.
Because no one gives a fuck about him. This is just a story that had anything to do. I'd rather talk about fucking one of the sisters at an NBA game just fucking.
I'd rather talk about the 10 days of fucking Thanksgiving and how the fuck we're going to make these people money.
Ladies and gentlemen, I always end the show with a motivational speech. I'm going to give you one of those on Thanksgiving that comes from the heart. I always give you guys sales, but Skip is very, very passionate about making sure that everybody takes advantage of this promotion, because it's the only chance where you're going to be able to get and spend $100 and get this much service. Be able to build you a bankroll and then re-up and reinvest and get paid. Shout out to Suzanne. Shout out to Dino. Shout out to Nick. Shout out to all my people putting in 5 and 6 figures into their accounts right now. Because if you're with us and you're one of my clients, you know that what we're doing right now is getting your bookie to bet more money, putting more money in the accounts so we can take advantage of this 10 days we're doing ourselves.
Load your accounts and get ready to fire, because now's the fucking time.
It's high risk, but much higher reward. This is a game for big boys, and when you're sports betting, like I said, if you're gonna run a race, you might as well fucking win. Bottom fucking line. It's Thanksgiving time. You're gonna hear a lot of talk in the sports book. This guy's betting that. Your drunk ass family members telling you who to bet. If you're gonna bet during the holidays, make sure you get paid. I love you guys. I'm gonna let Skip end the show. From me, my family, everybody out here, we love you. I hope everybody's safe. Don't drink and drive, because remember, your life is more important than anything, because we love you. Skip, go get passionate about this ad, end the show, and like I said, we'll see you guys next week for that Thanksgiving promotion.
First time we've ever done it. It's the 10 days of Thanksgiving. Call this Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Pacific time, 877-220-6540. You're going to get 10 days of VIP service. You're going to work directly, one-on-one with one of the reps in the office here. You may even fuck up and get lucky and talk to Steve or I directly. 10 days of VIP service for $10 a day. college and pro basketball, college and pro football, straight through Thanksgiving weekend. It starts this Friday and goes through Thanksgiving weekend. 10 days for $10 a day. That's a $100 total investment to kick the shit out of your book and build that bankroll for the holiday season. I can't help you any more than that. Give us a call. We'll do everything we can to make sure your bankroll is in place for this holiday season. Fair enough?
It's Steve Stevens, I bust your bookie head open. Split it to the white meat, I ain't joking. Me and Dirt Bomb in the ghost float. Straight OG like that kush I be smoking. It's way too potent for rookies to come hit it. A little white girl around, I might sniff it. Poppin' bub in the club, so twisted. My pops keeps telling me to go get it. So I'm at the sports book, betting big on the Clippers. I'm talking about 5 figures, I need a few shots of liquor. Might need another zipper if the palm play me. Fuck around and put $500,000 on Tom Brady. When it comes to betting sports, these